Hey Gemini, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's have a look at what's going on in your professional life, work, job, career, business. Roles can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. It is a general reading, may or may not resonate. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. For a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnemo@gmail.com. Let's see, Gemini. What do we have for you? Energies can be flipped anytime. Okay, this could be you, your energy, or someone in your environment. Okay, in your work environment. Okay, so take it how it resonates. All right, Gemini, for a lot of you in the current situation, I see you guys as having a lot of options, a lot of choices. I'm getting like your avenues are opening up, Gemini, moving forward into the second half of July. I see you guys as having too many options, having too many places to go to, or choosing and picking from too many options. So although you have options, I feel you're also confused. So the options are confusing you because you don't know which is the best one to do. So I do see you, all of you, as like probably either some of you have already invested into a situation, you want that to work out first so that you can go on to the next option. For the others of you, I feel that you're wanting to wait and watch. You're wanting to wait and watch. If something doesn't work out, you'll move on to the next. So your confusion is more about you have invested into one thing and now you're going to wait and watch for it to work out. If it doesn't work out, you'll move on to the next. But till then, there's a pause in your energy in the current situation. You could be daydreaming a lot about also about a choice that you've made in your work life. Wow. On your mind space, I feel there is a very, very, very big realization. And this is something that you probably have been avoiding all this while, Gemini. It's like you've been trying to run from a situation all this while. You've been trying to avoid a situation all this while. And that situation has a lot to do with two things. One, either the situation has to do with you giving more time, energy, effort, love, and nurturing and affection to your family, which could also be your married life. And for the others of you, if you're single, you have had like that big realization, like, you know what? It's time for me to stop neglecting my marriage or stop neglecting my love life. And it's time for me to move forward towards a happily ever after. Time for me to start giving more importance to what I want to do next when it comes to my love life. So I feel a lot of you could be trying to delegate responsibilities. A lot of you may be trying to lessen your load out here. Why? Because on your mind, you had a realization that it's time for you to move forward even in your love life. It's not only about work, 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 work. Now it's also time for you to get married, time for you to get settled, or also time for you to give your family the love, attention, and care that they need. And I think this is like something unexpected has happened in your life, which is pushing you towards uh, focusing more on your love life or marriage life or family life. You do have clarity about a situation. Now, for a lot of you, there is a lot of clarity out here. Something out here you've been enlightened to. Okay, something out here is like, oh, okay, like an aha moment. So, there is a situation out here in your life where you're looking towards happiness, you're looking towards new beginnings, okay, when it comes to your work career goals. There is clarity about a situation where an offer is coming towards you, or you already have an offer. Okay, someone has already made you an offer, or you could have another idea in your mind when it comes to a job or a venture, and it's giving you clarity. So I do feel that some truth has been revealed. Okay, and now you see an opportunity in a situation. So for some of you, you're waiting for one thing to float so that you can float the other. For the others of you, you're waiting for one situation to completely come to a fruition where you can get to fruition so that you can start the next aspect of your life or next chapter of your life. Okay. Whatever happiness you have had, that happiness has a lot to do with the opportunity that's coming towards you, which looks very, very promising. Now, in the past, I do feel that you were rushing here and there. In the past, you were like kind of wanting to power through. In the past, you were taking impulsive action. But I feel that impulsive action was towards something where you weren't being able to prioritize yourself. I don't think this impulsive action was wanting to move towards what makes you happy. A lot of you may be impulsive moving, traveling a lot in work, okay, which was exhausting you, which was draining you out. A lot of you, you were all over the place trying to make a decision about yourself, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. I'm getting a lot of micromanaging in your energies in the past. Now I feel that's all settling down. Okay, now you're waiting and watching. You're daydreaming a lot about a situation, about your work situation here. A lot of you are choosing to, what should I do next? A lot of you are like, I'm going to wait and watch. A lot of you are like, okay, that situation works out. Once that works out, I'm doing this. But on your mind is you're trying to focus on your marriage, or trying to focus on your family, or trying to focus on wanting a family or wanting a marriage and kids. Like I said, in your heart space, there is a lot of clarity out here. Okay, something out here is giving you a lot of clarity, which is eventually making you happy. I'm getting like a burden is getting released. Something that you were holding on to all this while, it's getting released. Whereas in the past, you were all over the place. Some of you may be chasing a situation that was emotionally draining and exhausting. Okay, and you weren't making yourself a priority. Like I said, now you are. Now you realize it's no point running over here and there. It's no point, giving giving bits and pieces to everything. You can't do everything at once. So now you're realizing to slow down. Okay. Oh yeah. In the near future, I know this is a work reading, Gemini, but a lot of you, this has a lot to do with family planning. This has a lot to do with you getting married, or this has a lot to do with you giving time to your family in any dynamic. Because in the near future, I see you as analyzing. I see you as very, very quiet. I see you as kind of thinking. You're thinking very deeply. And what you're thinking about is your family situation. So I feel Gemini is the way I'm seeing it. It's almost like an energy wave for a lot of you. You do feel it's time for you to prioritize your family, time for you to prioritize yourself, your happiness, and what makes you happy, rather than running all over the place. I'm getting like a slowing down energy. Like Gemini, like I'm done running around. I'm done being here and there and everywhere at the same time. Now I'm going to stop neglecting and start nurturing. Be it you wanting to make yourself happy, making time for things that make you happy, or you wanting to give your family all the happiness that they require or that they deserve, and whereas you were always on the run. So she is deeply analyzing. I see a lot of you keeping things to yourself. I see a lot of you kind of very, very quiet. Let's see. Yeah. Although you're doubting the situation here, but I do feel you're coming up as very curious. You're searching online, you're online for a situation, you're constantly trying to find out more, trying to look a lot about what, when, where, how, why. You're trying to go deeper. You're trying to analyze the situation much more deeper, which is why you're trying to close off. You're trying to give yourself time. You're trying to pull yourself away, from the crowd. You're trying to kind of, you're in a crowd. I'm getting like literally Gemini, where you're in a crowd or you're with your family, but no one knows what you're thinking. No one knows what you're thinking because you have like this very straight face, but there's something behind the scenes that you're not wanting to talk about, that you're wanting to keep low profile about, or that you're just wanting to kind of keep to yourself for right now. Okay, but Gemini, I do see your priority is family, is what I'm getting. Okay, you're going to be very surprised, but yes, that is what I'm getting. Your advice is to stop overthinking. Stop overthinking out here. I feel you're stressed. A lot of you are stressed. Some of you may be thinking of a divorce, which is stressing you out. But the others of you, you may thinking of maybe thinking of getting married, where you're also overthinking. You want to do something. You have the clarity in front of you. The intuition is there. The guidance is there from the universe. But overall you're coming up as like, I can't take action, I can't take action, so you're trying to isolate yourself or run from the situation. What you're doing in the near future, you're trying to doubt the situation, but the doubt is created. I feel you're sabotaging the situation, or hear about a situation that you can see very clearly. You're literally trying to um, look away from the obvious. Something out here is very obvious. Okay. And the universe is telling you that whatever you're looking away from is only because of negative thoughts. It's only because of a lot of stress. It's only because a lot of anxiety. Okay. But there's nothing really to worry about, because whatever fear you're creating is created in your head. Whereas nothing like that is in the real situation. There's nothing in, no, there's no reality in the fear that you have. Okay. You are creating the fear in your head, you are creating that victim mentality, you are creating that hostage mentality. I can't do this, I can't do that, oh, that is impossible, that is clearly not something I can do. You can, even if it asks you to move on from a situation so that you can move towards something better. Do it. Do it. Okay.